Hello, I'm Gordy, what's up, and welcome to Book Talk. Today I'm going to be discussing Finding Audrey by Sophie Kinsella. I literally checked out this book on Monday, and now today is Wednesday, and I finished it. I read it in 2 days. Like, how did this happen? Like, I never read books that quickly, and just, if only I could read books in 2 days. Do you know how much reading I could get done? But overall, this book was a really fun and quick read for me. I really loved Audrey and her journey, and this was such a great book. For my first Sophie Kinsella book, I really enjoyed it, and I hope to read more of her works because Sophie Kinsella is such a fantastic writer, and just I love this, and I really want to read her other books. If you don't know what Finding Audrey is about, Finding Audrey is about a girl named Audrey, and she has social anxiety problems, and she also has like episodes of depression, and she just has this like mental illness, you know, that she got from this event that happened to her. So it's really just her journey of trying to be normal again because she wants to get rid of this mental illness stuff she has. So it's just her trying to get better, and she meets this guy named Linus along the way, and they fall in love, but it's really not about their story. It's mostly really just about her trying to get better. That's something I loved about this contemporary book. Like, yes, there is romance in it, but it really doesn't focus on the romance that much. Like, yes, at some points, like, the romance was a big deal, but mostly it just focused on Audrey and her personal journey of trying to get better, and I really liked that. Overall, I really liked this book. I highly recommend it. If you want something really fun and quick to read, I highly recommend this because this book was so great. So if you haven't read Finding Audrey yet and you do not want to be spoiled, I will leave now because I'm about to go into spoilers. You don't want to be spoiled, so bye now, spoiler people! Okay, so Finding Audrey. I've come prepared for this book talk because, you know, Audrey always wears sunglasses, so you know, I'm wearing sunglasses today. These are the sunglasses I wear. They're new and I love them. Look, the colors were matching. Speaking of her sunglasses, I found it really interesting how she wore them all the time because she wanted to avoid eye contact with people. Like, it was so bad where she couldn't even look at someone, so that was really interesting. So Audrey and this whole mental illness ordeal, it was so beautiful. Her journey was just so amazing. Like, she was terrible in the beginning, but then by the end, she's great. And then when she had the glasses off and she didn't need them anymore, it just made me so happy. Oh my goodness, at the end though, when she ran away, I was just like, dude, I thought you were just going for a walk and then we're gonna come back. But she didn't come back, and then they found her at the park, and I was just like, dude, how did you get here? But her glasses were gone. I think someone stole them because it sounded like she didn't remember what happened to her glasses, and she just wasn't wearing them anymore. So I was just like, so did someone like steal your glasses or something? But I loved Audrey as a protagonist. She was wonderful. She's so funny and relatable. She's 14, so she's just a year younger for me, but she's just so great, and I loved her family. Her family is like fictional family goals. They were so great. I love her mom, I love her dad, I love Frank, I love Felix, I love her. I just loved everyone. And you know what makes it even better? They're British in this book. So, you know, she was calling them mom, and she was saying bloody, and she called the bathroom the loo, and called the television the tolly. It was so weird for me to read it because I'm American, but so cool at the same time because I love Britain. And I found it just so funny that she kept talking about American things. Like, she would rewatch How I Met Your Mother, and Frank wore a Big Bang t-shirt, and they talked about Harry Potter. Like, all these American things are mentioned. Also, speaking of the British accents, you know, I had a really hard time imagining them with British accents, so I imagined them speaking in an American accent. It's just, you know, I'm just so used to reading books where your main character is American, so it took me forever to try to read them in a British accent, and so just at one point I just like gave up, and they just didn't have British accents. But then at some points I would be reading and all of a sudden they would be talking British in my mind. But I love Britain and I love them. They're just such a wonderful British family and they were great. And oh my gosh, I love how they were talking about Starbucks all the time, because you know, Starbucks is like the most American thing, but there's Starbucks in London and that was just great. I want to talk about Frank for a second, her older brother. Oh my gosh, I love the whole Land of Conquerors situation. I loved at the beginning when their mom throws his computer out the window, and then in the end when the dad's like, I bought him a computer, and the mom's just like, are you kidding me? Like, oh, it was so good. It was so sad that they lost, but I mean, Frank hadn't played in a long time, so I mean, I wasn't that surprised, but you know, it would have been awesome if they won. But you know, they tried their best and now everyone loves Land of Conquerors, even the mom, and just, oh, they're just a Land of Conquerors family. Oh my goodness, speaking of the mom and dad, I couldn't help but like ship them. Like, it doesn't matter who it is, I just like ship everyone in every book I read, and just all the moments between the mom and dad were beautiful and just, oh, they were so cute. I need to talk about Linus. Oh my gosh, Linus was so cute and nice. I loved Linus, and I loved Linus and Audrey's relationship. I loved how he came over and they're just sitting down and Linus is just like, how about we try shoe contact? So their shoes are just touching, and then he comes over again and they do the shoe contact, then they do like the thumb contact, and they're just doing all the contact, and then they kiss. It was so cute. Oh my gosh. At the end though, when Linus got all mad because she went to go and see Izzy, which I did not understand at all. Like, I mean, there's like pros and cons to it, but at the end, like, when she goes to Starbucks and sees Izzy's family, like, literally, like, nothing good happened. Like, she was reading that poem and I was just like, okay, what is the deal with this whole poem? It was getting on my nerves. And then they were talking about behavior and just, I still don't even understand what exactly happened. I'm assuming that Audrey got like bullied and Izzy like helped, and like they were saying Izzy like has problems now too, and I was just like, how does she have problems though? Like, Audrey's the one who got like bullied at. Like, I didn't understand it. But Linus and Audrey are back together, and I love how they didn't tell each other they loved each other. Like, they would just say, I love it too, and then they would say you, me, and all that stuff, and just, it was so cute. It's the new I love you. I loved the end when she talks to the camera and it's just saying goodbye. And why did she end the camera adventures? I loved it when she would be filming like stuff she like wasn't supposed to be seeing, and just, it was such a great ending. But why did she have to stop? I loved those little camera talks, you know. I loved it when Dr. Sarah came up with that idea. I thought it was great. And just, you know, Audrey, she could become like a vlogger, man. She had the full camera and everything. If I had to choose like my favorite like film moment, it probably might be where like the mom and dad were talking in the bedroom and they were giggling and everything, and like the mom had nothing but like a skirt and a bra, and then like Audrey comes in and they're just like, we were just talking about like the Western civilization or something. It was hilarious. But overall, this book was so cute. I loved it so much, and that, my friends, what my overall thoughts and feels on the book. Overall, it was fantastic and just so good. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you want to watch more book reviews from me, you can click the subscribe button down below. I'm Courtney, and I'll see y'all next time with a new video up soon, so I will see you then. So, goodbye, yo! And she has social anxiety.